Welcome to the FBAA's Top Broker Podcast for mortgage brokers looking to take their business to the next level with your host, Joshua Vecchio.
Today we have Matt Crossley, who's a mortgage broker for Coronis, based in Brisbane. In this episode, we're going to look at how top brokers get more referrals from their business partners and discuss the importance of becoming a trusted advisor. By the end of today, you're going to feel confident in knowing how easy it is to generate more referrals and have better conversations with your aligned business partners. So let's jump in. Hello and welcome. Josh Vecchio here, and today I'm joined with Matt Crossley. Matt, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Josh.
So Matt, let's start off with a quick snapshot of yourself and your business.
Yep, so I work at Coronis Mortgage and Finance. We've been going for a little over 3 years now. Came in and set the business up initially. We're part of a bigger real estate group, so 22 real estate offices, all company owned, 9,000 property management, so second biggest in Australia. The finance business was, I guess, set up as a way to grow that full service property solution with Coronis. So we've started from zero 3 years ago. We're now sitting at a little over 300 million book in that time. Got 10 other brokers on board, 5 of which I mentor, and just kicking over that 20 mil a month in settlements now.
That's phenomenal. That is truly phenomenal. Matt, how did you get in the industry? Because it's quite an interesting story.
Yeah, look, I finished uni, studied hospitality management. In the UK, you tend to study something that has absolutely nothing to do with where you end up. Came over to Australia. My fiance at the time wanted to come home, and started working with Westpac in the call centre. I didn't realise until sort of 2 weeks in that it was home loans I'd be doing, and just started on the inbound home loan line back in 2001 when I guess the market was fairly different and everybody was buying property, and just progressed from there. Spent 12 years different roles with Westpac, so progressed off the phone, went up to Darwin for 4 years, worked as a HFM lending manager in a branch up there. Fortunately for me, sort of the GFC bypassed Darwin at that time, and then came over to sunny Queensland and spent 4 years in a partnership role with them, and then went out as a broker after that.
Never looked back, I hear.
Never looked back, no, it's been good.
Now, the one thing I know about brokers is that the best brokers all have routines, and I know you've got quite a number of things that in a workday you do consistently. Why don't we talk about an average day, Matt? What's an average day look like for you?
Yep. So early rise, I'll try and sort of be up by 6, half 6. Some days I'll go to the gym. Some days I'll spend a bit of time with kids in the morning, trying to get that balance. Always in the office, so sort of as early as possible. First couple of hours is really emails, going through the tasks for the day. I'm a big believer in having stuff automated within our CRM, so sort of addressing the major things first up. From there, really will vary day to day, but prospecting, appointments, lodgements, sort of the 3 key bits of being a broker, I guess.
So Matt, prospecting, what does that look like for you?
Yeah, so being fortunate to be part of a real estate group, there's probably internal and external prospecting that I do. So the external is, I guess, new clients. So nurturing the stuff we've got in the pipeline, previous clients, future clients, making those phone calls, staying in contact. But in order to get those opportunities, spending a lot of time with the internal client, being the real estate agents within our business. So there'll be different things we do constantly, but there's a lot of training events we attend with them. There's just day-to-day in the office, following up on sales, listings, their open homes, what they've got going on, trying to see how we can add value basically with that and find opportunities for lending where we can help everybody.
So Matt, I know a part of your routine, you've got a value add to your referral partners. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so every Monday morning and Thursday morning we have a sales meeting in the office. So part of that sales meeting, which is quite a structured sort of process is running through, I guess, two things. One being the referrals we've received from the guys, where they're up to, where they were good and bad, what's happening with them. The other side of that is just industry knowledge, so how we can help them have better conversations with their existing and potential clients. So industry trends with things like rates and so on, service levels with banks currently, and also where we're seeing things with valuation. So where I'm based, we've got quite a lot of new units coming online. So obviously just where the market's up to with what we're seeing with those kind of things. So finance and real estate relevant conversations, really.
What I've found is a lot of brokers have issues with referral partners not being able to get any referrals from them. I think one of the things that is a commonality is that they have a different meeting with them, maybe more of a social meeting. By the sounds of things, when you're meeting with your referral partners, it's very structured. It's very big on adding value. How do you get more referrals out of your referral partners? Is it by keeping it structured and by ensuring that they know how to refer?
Yeah, the biggest thing is really the value add. So the value add that we provide is not providing finance for them. The value add is helping them get the listing over the line or get the sale over the line, where maybe the client needs more information to feel comfortable, or that they've only spoken to their bank, or brokers recommended other solutions that might not be suitable to them. So the actual value we add is really helping them with their job. Our outcome is a byproduct of that. So really actually focusing more so on them than us, and how we can enable them to be better real estate agents and be more successful. Because if they have finance fall over, they've got to remarket the property, phone all the people again. It's not a nice process for them, and it's obviously very time consuming. So selling a property 2 or 3 times is time they could have been spent doing other things. So helping them avoid that to start with is a really big value add, which with the agents that understand it and are successful, it becomes a key part of their routine to talk about us and making sure the clients are able to actually get finance on the property, really.
So when you're catching up with the real estate agent, you're coming in a way in which you're actually benefiting their business and allowing them to grow their business through your services.
Absolutely. I don't believe the referral relationship of give me has been successful really with anybody, and especially not now. There is so much more competition and I guess other means available to deal with finance. It really is about the value we add to them, and they see that as a core part of their offering and value add, really.
So Matt, one of the things that a lot of brokers, when I talk to them, is that they think they need to pay big referral fees. What are you paying your referral partners?
Nothing. It's having said that, we might buy them a lunch or cups of coffee, that kind of thing. But there's no monetary payment involved in what we do. It's quite a challenging mindset to have. I came from the environment at the bank where we paid all our referral partners and we paid them pretty well as well. But for us, if someone's referring for money, they're probably not referring the right clients for the right reason, and clients you're actually going to be successful with. The biggest thing for us is actually the value add piece, where we're helping them get a sale. Real estate agents are earning 2-3% commission on sales. Average house prices mean that that's pretty good income that they're earning there. So if we can help them earn that commission from selling the house, that's a far bigger, I guess, referral fee for them than a few $100 here or there on a loan that may or may not go through from them actively seeking the money, basically. So,
and is it that you've noticed, or what have you noticed when you used to pay referral partners and now that you don't? Is it you really need to know what you're talking about, because you have to be a professional? Is that what you've sort of seen, that there's a big difference in the service offering when you are not paying referral fees?
Yeah, I mean, the advocacy is completely different. So the way the agents talk about you and introduce you to the conversation is more through their own trust in what you're able to do and the value that you can add, as opposed to them sort of seeing dollar signals in their eyes and sort of seeing it as an opportunity to earn some more money, which naturally provokes different conversations. And, most clients can see straight away when people are genuinely trying to add value and sell a service, as opposed to just trying to upsell something as, do you want fries with that burger kind of arrangement.
So Matt, you've got quite an interesting way with real estate agents in adding value to their business, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So the big opportunity I see and I talk to the agents about a lot is actually the vendors or the potential vendors. So most people think about working with real estate agents. Somebody's buying a property, there's a contract working with the buyer. That's all great and good, but normally by that point they've got something arranged. The people that are potentially thinking about selling, and they may be 3, 6, 12 months away from that actually happening, they want to know what their house is worth, but they quite often don't really look at what are the logistics of being able to do this from a finance point of view. Have I got the capacity to do what I want to do? So we get a lot of introductions from agents at that earlier piece to actually help foster those relationships, giving, I guess, the vendors the comfort to actually know that they're able to do what they want to do, or if they're not, put them in a position where in 3, 6, 12, 24 months they are able to do that. Obviously, nurturing those relationships means that we can then pass those clients back onto the real estate agent at the relevant time that they're sort of ready to proceed with the sale. So getting contracts over the line is obviously a big thing we do, but helping them actually find the next seller, the next property coming to market is also just as important. And, from a value add point of view, if I said, well, give me 25% of the commission on selling that property, that's a lot of money. So that's where we can really have the synergies of not paying, because we can add back into the equation as well with helping them get properties to market to start with.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. So they're essentially getting maybe 10 times more for every referral back, as opposed to maybe getting, $100 or $200 in referral fees. So for them, they can see the massive value that's brought to the equation, and it only makes sense for no money to be exchanged by either party.
Yeah, absolutely. And it comes back to that sort of trusted advisor piece as well, because they're genuinely advocating for you, for your service and what you can offer. It does come across in a completely different way, because they do see the value that's added all round. So it's definitely a different mindset to have. And, obviously the easy thing is I'll give you some money to send me some business, but, short term that might be okay. But what happens when the next person comes along and offers a bit more money? So it really is that long-term relationship and value add, which I think is something we're still working on, and it's never an easy thing, but it certainly is a very different way to approach it and get away from that payment model that seems to exist in some areas.
So essentially, by taking away the money, you're making the agents realize the value you bring, so that when they are referring, they come from a different mindset and they're looking to give you better leads, because it's a better service you're offering, because they have to inherently understand the service you're giving, because they're not getting anything in return, no monetary value anyway.
Oh, absolutely. And the more intelligent agents also see the reality of if the person they're talking to potentially to sell the property then goes and talks to another broker, potentially they've got a real estate agent that they're going to try and get in the door at the same time. So, it's about looking at the full circle of I guess the process, and making sure that we can add in value at different points to maybe where historically it's occurred to help everybody with getting there.
Matt, thank you very much for being on the show.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks, Josh.
My big 3 takeaways from this episode was 1, first, understand how you can add value to your referral partners. Each business partner will be different. They'll have different goals and ambitions. So you'll first need to understand what it is about them and how you can link in your services to add value to that business. Each business will be completely different. 2, if you focus on referral partners who are commission-based referral partners, so for example, they're really interested in how much money they're going to make from your referrals that they send to you, what you'll find is that you're a commodity, an easily replaced broker. When another banker or another broker offers a higher commission split, you're out. And 3, you must become a trusted advisor. And really easy way to do this is by keeping your business partners in the loop with all the changes that are happening on a weekly basis with their lending. Lending's changing so rapidly and so quickly that it's a really interesting topic to be able to update your referral partners on each and every week. So these were my big 3 takeaways. What about you? What were yours? We'd love to hear from you, and you can share on our Facebook private group. Simply search topbroker.com.au. Until next time,